Hello everyone, greetings and salutations. It's Chillainous today, playing neofly career mode in Microsoft Flight Sim. If you missed my community post, things have gone a little wrong. To say the least, I accidentally deleted our profile. Luckily I had a backup. So we're not completely lost. We've got our e-certification, but we've lost a ton of money thanks to loans and stuff like that. And then upon loading the profile, I lost even more money. Thanks to not logging in, technically logging into the profile. I need to make sure the music is at 100. It is beautiful. That means that the mix should be good. I'm going to turn it down slightly in my ears. So we're back to flying the Kenmore 172 after getting the Grand Caravan. It makes me a little bit sad. But I've adjusted some of the graphics settings. Once everything all loads, everything is loading really slow for some reason. Oh my. I need to adjust some of my graphics settings. This game really needs to go onto an SSD. I don't know if I'll be able to. I want the volumetric clouds on. I won't be able to adjust that. Water waves, it doesn't really matter to me. Shadow maps will turn down a little bit. Terrain shadows don't really bother me too much either. Just turn everything down to medium. So I logged in with a Steam account and it redid all my settings. Oh my god, it's still so bad. It plays really smoothly off stream. Hang on, let me go to this scene. Yeah, it's something to do with everything that's running. Yeah, I'm going to have to just play on low. Maybe one day there will be a computer upgrade, but for right now, can't really do that. I want to keep the volumetric clouds on high, and then the texture resolution is probably going to be the killer here. Map reflections, that's the quality of them. Ray March reflections and depth of field. I like the quality of my depth of field high because I don't use it very often, so it doesn't matter if that gets a bit laggy. Alright, hopefully that saves some of the frame rate as it reloads everything. Not really. On this scene, not really. It's a bit of a problem. Either way, so today we're taking off out of Hay, Yankee Hotel Alpha, Yankee. I don't know what job we're going to be taking yet. I really should set one up before the stream, but I was running a bit ragged with updates and stuff happening that I didn't realize were a thing. So I don't think it's going to be very good to take goods with us. I think that we should just take... I'm on the wrong profile. One moment. That'll do. There we go. I forgot to merge down some of the scenes and see if that helps as well, but either way, we're going to take a job. We'll probably go for passengers, see if we can get any going to the same place. If not, we'll just go. Let's get onto the Google Street View map, please. Thank you. I would still like to try and push forward for Sydney, but we kind of did a loop around Victoria again after being in Hay. Neofly is locking up. This is fantastic. What a great start. And it just crashed. Phenomenal. My whole computer's freezing. Oh, this is just bad. Once we get neofly up again, there we go. Then we'll pick up a job and we'll go. I'll try not to make the jobs too long. We'll try and just chain them back to back to back to back to back. I usually like doing the longer jobs because they usually pay more, but if we can get in more jobs, then I guess I'll be happy enough. If neofly ever loads. Oh, you're playing. You shouldn't be playing. Bring neofly down here. Alright, yeah, so we need to get back the money that we spent in paying off bills here. So we lost about $14,000 on our last payment. So I was up around 30,000, then I logged into the profile. We are roughly 600 experience away from that experience, so we'll be trying to possibly get that as well. The amount of XP we get is directly linked to the jobs we're taking today. I'd like to do a bunch of second officer jobs because that's faster money, faster experience, all that sort of stuff. And then we could take out the loan. Okay, neofly is locking up again. There we go. Yeah, so it's linked to those sorts of things. And obviously we're looking for progression here. Neofly is locking up again. This is ridiculous. There we go. So if we have a look at this one here to Yfill. Oh, this is a fragile cargo one, but the XP is 25. That's really good. And if we have a look at Wiley, flight time must not exceed 1 hour. That one there is pretty doable in this one here, but I'd much prefer to do fragile cargoes. Neofly is locking up again. Hi, Neofly people, can you please tell me why your application keeps locking up? Actually, hang on, let me run it as administrator. Let's see if that helps. That usually helps fix things like that. neofly. I want to open the file location. And I want to open the file location. I want to do properties and I can't run it as administrator, or I can't set it to run as administrator straight up. That's really strange. Properties. Wow. Run as administrator. And let's see if that helps any. Anyway, every time we come out here into Hay, the weather is always gorgeous. It's so nice. Also, I see Shazza flying around a lot too. Because I play this a decent amount off stream as well. Although, that being said, I've recently picked up Elder Scrolls Online. And I've been playing that for about the last day and a half. Alright, let's get this down onto the right monitor. Swap it over to satellite view straight away, and let's bring it up in the way it's intended using this button, and my everything is freezing up again. I don't know what it is about neofly, but it just seems really unoptimized. Could just also be my computer. Alright, so before we take any jobs, they need to have a few requirements. They need to have fuel, and I would prefer them to have a hard runway. So we'll probably take this job here to fill. We can't take that one there, it's too heavy. This one here is 285 weight for $8,000. That's a pretty good start. That gets us up to roughly 22,000. So we'll take this one here to Y-fill. We're taking 285 pounds of phones.
Transporter from dispatch. It's a sensitive cargo mission today. When you check the payload in the flight plan,
oh, it's now a fragile. Oh, I know, it was always fragile cargo. Alright.
Transporter. Loading has started. Stand by.
Get rid of neofly. We are missing 115 pounds. We need 455 pounds on board. There it is. There's the payload matching. And let's start getting the plane set up. Turn on the nav and beacon.
Be advised, the fragile cargo looks extremely delicate. We have secured it the best we can. Please taxi with caution.
Alright, so we are taking off from Waihe. Where's a windsock? Looks like we'll be taking off to the south. So we will take off runway no. I forget which way this runway goes. I think it's 04 and 22. Now have a look in neofly real quick. If the map will load. I just want to see which direction the runways are going in. Really scuffed start. Right, 22. enter. We are flying to Yankee Foxtrot India Lima Finley. It is not very far. And then what runways do we have to land on? 05 and 23. So if we're taking off 22, we'll probably want to land 23. The approach visual 23. Let's go straight. We'll see if Finley has any information. That was the wrong link. I want to find the CRC link. Oh my goodness, there is actually no CRC link. That's the one that I usually pick up, is a CRC.id. And all of these look so wrong. Yeah, that's Flyway. Is this Finley? It's Finland. That's not what I want. Is this meter going to give me anything about Finley? Not really. Yeah, it's giving me absolutely nothing. But we will be coming in 2-3, so we'll be coming in from the northeast. But there's no information about minimums or anything like that. So we'll load it and we'll deal. Get the engine started.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Let's pre-plan the pushback. There is no tower here. It's just we're taxiing. Make sure there's nothing in our way. There is another plane, so I'll just ask for a pretty standard pushback. You're here and then facing that way. Release the parking brake. Let's set the altitude. We're not up very high. I'm thinking of Goulburn, where we landed last, and I forgot to set the barometer. So I'll just quickly do that. Alright, pushback has begun. We'll get the vertical speed up to 500 feet. Can't do quite as much as the Caravan, but something better than nothing. We might have been able to do the other pushback and avoid this plane, but I'd much rather play it safe. Alright, let's do taxi, and I want to select runway 22 for takeoff. We'll wait for our person here to disappear. They look different. There must be one of my settings. Alright. Hello. here with you in Aldi again. Hello Aldi customers, welcome and thank you for shopping at Aldi. Your business is appreciated, which is why they stock themselves not very often. They obviously want your money by selling out all the items that you want.
Yankee Hotel Alpha Yankee Traffic Cessna Charlie 821 is taxiing to runway 22.
I was playing around with some things on a different profile, and I think that when we buy our very first plane instead of renting, okay, parking brake is off. Why aren't we moving? When we go on to buying our own planes instead of just renting, we're going to have our own call sign based on the name of the company. Now, I've already set up a flight sim economy, or why can I not talk, profile a few years ago with the company name, and it's the company name I use in pretty much any simulator game once I start buying my own things, or if I'm given the option straight up off the bat, like in American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim. And that is the name Break It All. I'm going to turn on my landing and strobe lights as I back taxi. What? Dinner tonight? What? Food? That's what I was going to ask. Is the company is that the company you've placed in Discord? Yes. Speaking of, if you're not part of the Discord and that sort of thing interests you, there's a link in the description. You know what else is down under the video? The like button! So if you want to like this stream and let other people know that they should be viewing it, that would be great. Thank you. Oh, and the subscribe button is also down there. Alright, let's turn this thing around. I've read that there are ways to turn your car pedals into rudder pedals, so you might try that at some stage. Just plug in the plug in my old G27 and use those pedals as rudder pedals. Unfortunately, they're not separate, so I can't just plug in the pedals themselves. Alright, we are lining up and waiting. I am going to be departing to the south.
Yankee Hotel Alpha Yankee Traffic Cessna Charlie 821 taking off runway 22 south departure.
And with that, put the pedal to the metal. I guess the plastic to the other plastic. And let's go. Also, I've found some things more to do with jets and things.
Nice takeoff, pilot.
Thank you.
Have a safe, steady flight.
That a lot of pilots will take off via something called SID, which is Standard Instrument. What is it? Standard Instrument. Oh god, either way, you fly the plane manual for a while, and then at a certain point, then you turn on the autopilot. For some reason, my brain wants to say defense. It's not defense. Why would there be defense in a plane? Idiot.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yes, I know not to sink. I am currently trimming the plane. I think what we can do from here is set on to nav. Well, that was VNav. Nav. And we can turn on the autopilot now. $5,000, also probably a bit generous. How long do we have? Oh, it's a 40-minute flight. Wow, that's actually a lot longer than I thought. Well, let's start pulling out the mixture. Wonder if there's a way to do this on controller. Like hold this modifier and press the throttle button. There we go. So because we're pulling out the mixture, we're not sending quite as much fuel to the plane. It will slow us down very slightly while we're climbing. Actually, that's something I should consider. Let's give it a bit more. I don't want to lose too much speed or else this time here on the estimated time goes up. Which I obviously do not want. We don't have any flaps on, but we're back in the Kenmore Air. Get in the drone. I was so excited when I was able to use a different plane because I'm honestly kind of a little sick of seeing this one. I've said a few times that I'm not the biggest fan of the color scheme, but it is still a very, it's a nice plane to fly. If I could like own, if I could own a plane, whoa, oh we are losing so much speed. Why are we losing so much speed? Let me adjust my vertical speed so that we start gaining some more while I figure this out. We don't have a headwind. Did I accidentally put on flaps? No, flaps are good. Really strange. I don't think I'm doing anything with the rudder. Nope, rudder is neutral. Rudder pedals here. But yeah, so that's what is in the Discord. It is a thing where you can rent planes, make money for that company, but Neofly being single player. I'm also wondering, why the hell am I so slow? At this rate here, it's going to take an hour for this flight. Let's give it hell. Let's see what happens. Well, it definitely started speeding us up, so I must have just been in an awkward spot. The thing is, these push-pull knobs, they don't really represent the 1 to 100 scale very good, like 100% throttle, 100%, you know, like 0% being out here. They don't represent it very well. Probably my bad. Being at 100 knots is fine. Yeah, look, we've gone from 50 minutes back to 38. So, and once we get up to 5,000 feet, actually, I'm going to go 3,000 instead. So we could start gaining more speed. And then as you can see here, this time here is dropping like really fast. We're losing like quarter minutes at a time. At the range of this boy, that's how far we have to fly, by the way. Half an hour flight as we just chill out and do whatever else. Might have to look into some other games that we can play while streaming Flight Sim. I guess what I could do is load up FSE and I could show you what it's all about. That was not it. I forgot my password, one sec. There we go. You do need a little bit of extra software to do this one. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm logging in and everything real quick. Oops. Your username is incorrect. Wait, is it just... Nope. Uh-oh. I logged in just the other day and I've forgotten my password. Oh! Hang on. I think I reset my password and it will still be the other password. Also, the internet down here is really slow. Hang on, but I just logged into this one. I don't get this. I don't get why I can log into one and not the other. Yeah, this has to be a computer thing. Gmail never takes this long to load. Hey, there we go. Alright, real quick, let me set my mixture here. That we're flying about 2500 RPM instead. Perfect. So now we're not going to use very much fuel. If you look here, fuel flow per gallon, or gallons per hour, it's now like half of what it was, so that's cool. Now if we go to FSE here, this is FSE. A lot of it is based in the browser outside of the flying. So I have $611,068, well, $611,477.68. I used to fly this a lot. But what you'll do is you will go to an airport. Let's just say we are going to Melbourne. And we'll go. From here, you can rent aircraft. No, sorry, this is the jobs. Where it's going, and then down at the bottom, these are all of the planes at Melbourne that you can rent. Rent dryers, where you pay for fuel. Rent wet is they will pay for fuel. And it goes by per hour rental price. So if you were to get this King Air 200, $600 an hour dry. But then for every hour you fly, like King Air is generally decently fast, so it makes it a bit more worth it. This one here, the 208 Caravan, it also says what it's equipped with. So you could get a Cessna 172 that's only VFR, no IFR, autopilot, or GPS, and then you can install them, which is what makes it really, really cool. 1 second, just need to make sure that everything over here is going okay. Yeah, we have 27 minutes on our flight. Lovely. Of course, you can rent planes from anywhere, but if we were to go to YFIL, we'll go, no, not TFIL, YFIL. You can see here, there's nothing here at YFIL. Now, I used to own a plane, but if we go, let's say the Cessna, and everything is done in alphabetical order, so everything is really nice to find. Ooh, excuse me. But if we have a look at the Cessna 172 Skyhawk that are within 100 nautical miles from Melbourne, so here we go. We got Echuca, Lilydale, Laverton, Melbourne, and Shepparton. Wait. It looks like I was reading it from here, but I was actually reading these and being like, this is what this probably is. Also, on there, it shows the direction of... Wait, no it doesn't. I was going to say it shows the direction of the thingies here, but it really doesn't. The Melbourne one kind of does, though. So let's just say we wanted to look at a 172 in... I don't even know where my pilot is right now. But let's just say that we want to go look at Melbourne. Actually, Melbourne was probably the worst one because there's probably a lot of people there. Let's try Shepparton. Shepparton probably isn't quite as... Yeah. So you can rent a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. You can check out the whole log of the aircraft, the registration, the owner of it, the type of plane it is, where it's from. I believe that's Ballarat. Where it is currently, how many seats it has, how much it costs to own a month. So if you were to buy it, this is how much you pay. It is $1,150 a month. How much fuel and consumption it uses. How its flight is. So it only has about 7 hours on it until it needs an inspection. It looks like you can only rent it maximum 5 times. So yeah, every plane comes with a sheet like this that tells you the condition that the plane is in. So if we have a look beyond Shepparton, let's load up Lilydale, Laverton, and Echuca. See, this Skyhawk here is down at the moment. It's currently needing repairs or is being repaired. This person here is in extreme debt too. $24,298. But it's about halfway through its 100-hour inspection, so that's cool. And you can see that the last time it was flown was the 10th of April 2021, so it's been sitting around for over 2 years doing nothing. Looks like the 172 from Lilydale is gone now because the only one that's there is this Bell 206B. Crazy. I forgot what that icon is, and they don't really give a thing here. It says a star after the registration number means that the plane is privately owned. So this 172 is privately owned and we can't even rent it. That's up to the owner. So if I have a look at my flight, oh, you need to rent an aircraft. I believe, oh, I thought we had a aircraft. I don't know, but Break It All has $14,000 in it. I have $611,000 because I used to fly this a lot. So we could always move to FSE instead of neofly. 611,000. Actually, I want to see how much it costs to buy a 172. So if we look at purchase aircraft, I mean, even buying a 152 is not so bad. I want to buy by model, and I would like to look. I'm window shopping right now for a 172 Skyhawk, and I want it from, let's just say Melbourne, and we'll say 250 nautical miles. Bank owned and player owned means that they come from okay, there's nothing within that. That they are either brand new, repossessed, or are owned by players. It looks like we're not going to get a looks like we're not going to get any 172s that are within that area. Let's try a 152. It says Aerobat, but I don't think it. Alright. What is the ICAO for Alice Springs? Y bass. Okay, so I'll go Y bass. I'm going to do within 500 nautical miles. 500 should pretty much cover all of Australia. It's got 1,000. Yeah, looks like there's no no Cessna for oh, here we go. So a Cessna Citation CJ4 is 1.2 million. So we'd be about halfway there. Hello, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Anyway, yeah, so this is just, this is how it works. So you might not find a 152 in Australia. I believe that you can pay to bring it to Australia if you were to buy it. But then that also costs money. Just for just for laughs. Let's have a look and see how much a Skyhawk is. So I've asked, let's go like 250 nautical miles. I've asked for 250 nautical miles from Miami. And as you can see here, this one here, privately owned in Leesburg Regional in Florida, is 290,000, and the airframe time is really decent, 69.57 hours. This is an in-game thing. No, this is an add-on. FS Economy is it's an add-on run by flight sim enthusiasts. 1 second. I actually got to chat with one of the people running things that activated my account, and he's like, it's like, this has given us so much joy, we just want to spread it to other people. And I was like, oh yeah, no, this is not IRL, this is all based in any flight sim that will accept it. So that's X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Sim, I think Prepared is in there as well, like Prepare 3D. Hang on. It says on the website. And now I have to log in again. I can't show this page here because it has information. So you can do via the FSU IPC client, which is how I usually do it. You can use Flight Sim 9, Flight Sim X P3D, which is Prepared 3D, and Microsoft Flight Sim. If you use Sim Connect, you can use FSX P3D and Microsoft Flight Sim. And then the X-Plane client is X-Plane 9, X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11. And you can use the same website for those games. So from FS9, so FS9, FS10, Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane 9, 10, 11, and Prepare 3D. So it covers 7 games that you can do this with. So if you want to get into flight sims, but you don't want to spend a ton, one, you can get Microsoft Flight Sim on Game Pass for $15 a month to see if you just like it. Of course, for DeVale, he can just come in here and I can set up a flight for him to see if he likes it. On top of that, if you don't want to spend the $15, you might be able to get X-Plane 9 for pretty cheap, but X-Plane feels awkward compared to Microsoft Flight Sim. Probably because I played Microsoft Flight Sim first. Apparently X-Plane 12 is also very good. Wait, X-Plane 11. 12? I don't know. But they use different APIs to talk to the program. Prepare 3D is the best one, but it's meant more as a simulation training more than a game. I think it's a subscription program too, I'm not sure. I remember looking into it, I just don't remember what it was. We're still roughly 14 minutes away from our top of descent. But yeah, so we could, I'm pretty sure, if we were to buy the Miami, if we were to buy the Miami Cessna, like the 172, we could take that, excuse me, and I'm pretty sure you can ship it to Australia for some extortionate cost. Or you can travel yourself to Miami and fly it around. I'm wondering if it tells me where my pilot is, or if you just go fly. I don't remember how that works. Oh, okay. I don't understand why my camera changed there. Oh, I tapped it with my sleeve. Okay, I've just changed my password, so I'm good now. Pilots. So let's have a look here. Okay, never mind. That's just whatever pilots are online right now. So yeah, I actually don't know where I am right now. If I go through my logs, possibly we'll find that. I'm going to close this. Logs for break it all. Our last flight, well, my last flight on this network was in a 172 from RJFU to RKPU. I don't know where the hell that is. But the last flight for the company was made on the 27th of the 1st, 2021 by Gunho Guy. And my last one was on the 3rd of November 2020. But I don't think that shows where I am. I don't know if there even is that mechanic. Or if you just grab the aircraft and fly. I really don't remember. But anyway, that's kind of what you're looking at. Really cool add-on. It just isn't quite as interactive. But could always do FSE because it is multiplayer. Technically. Whereas neofly, you can have multiple profiles. Those profiles can interact with each other, but I don't think there's any way to set neofly as multiplayer unless there's something that I have missed. Oh, there is one. Oh, that looks like the old client. That is the old client. Alright, well then. So yeah, it is an actual multiplayer thing. It's just, it doesn't come up as nice as neofly. Obviously, it's all browser based, so it's not as laggy as the program. Which is nice.
Traffic Aeromexico Tree 2 Tree at runway 09 are ready for departure IFR to Essendon.
Jesus Christ. Hang on, let me just quickly change that. I was not expecting that. We're going to Finley. We are landing runway 23 and we'll be announcing a full stop landing and we'll announce our position.
Yankee Foxtrot India Lima, traffic Cessna Charlie 82118 miles north, 3,100 feet inbound to land runway 2 Tree.
So yeah, we could always go to FSE. I obviously have a bit of a head start there and can like go buy a plane. We can fly around the US instead of Australia. But I put so much time into neofly as well. Obviously I put a decent amount into God, why am I like drawing a blank here? I put a decent amount into flight sim economy as well. But yeah, anyway. But it can connect with all those other clients. Whereas neofly, I believe, is only Microsoft Flight Sim because it uses Sim Connect. That'd be something worth looking into. What can neofly be used with? Surely it's there on the FAQ. My computer's hating me right now. Does neofly have to be installed in the community folder? Yeah, so that pretty much just says that it's Microsoft Flight Sim only. Excuse me. Well, either way, that is FSE, and now you've seen it, what it is, what it can connect with, and that if you were to get into Flight Sim, whoops, that is how you get into the That's how you get into the career mode of it on thingy. Joe's computer probably wouldn't have too much of an issue with everything. My computer's just starting to get very dated. It's either 5 or 6 years old this year, with the exception of a new graphics card. And I think I got some extra RAM at some stage too. We're about 10 nauticals away, so I'll announce that. Just for anyone
Yankee
in the
Foxtrot,
area.
India Lima, traffic Cessna Charlie 82111 miles north, 3,000 feet inbound to land runway 23.
I mean, the only other person I see flying around is a Boeing. Oh, there's someone in an A320 over there, but I don't think they're really going to bother us. I think we have clear straight in. Oh, when we hit the top of descent here, I'll have to consider slowing down to 105 knots as well, so that we can make this right-hand turn onto our approach. I actually wonder how much that is. Okay, so it is X-Plane 12 that is new. You can no longer buy X-Plane 10 on Steam. That's crazy. I mean, it's 2014. It's like 10 years old. X-Plane 11, however, released in 2017 and is $42.95. It is also VR supported, which is something I didn't know. Or you can get X-Plane 12, which is the newest one, for $85. Still less than Microsoft Flight Sim. But yeah, I don't know how X-Plane 12 plays, and I don't think it's supported by Flight Sim Economy either. So we have someone else in an A320 as well. Yep, the A20N. Alright, I'm going to start pulling out the throttle so that we can slow down, and I'm going to push in the mixture, that we have a rich mixture coming in for our landing. 2 minutes away. How high above the ground are we? We're pretty high. I am going to drop the altitude to 2,500. At 500 feet. Just to make sure that we hit that before we turn around onto our straight. We've just hit our top of descent as well. I don't know if there will be any excuse me. I don't know if there will be any glide path or anything like that as we come in here, so have to prepare for that to come in full manual. There's the town there that we're coming into. That must be Finley. And turning. Beautiful. It looks like there is no glide path. We have 1 minute. Oh, there is. Okay, we actually need to drop. So let's get our vertical speed sorted. Altitude down. I want to drop relatively quickly here. I wouldn't want, oh Jesus Christ, yeah, we are very high. Drop out a good amount of the throttle here so we start descending. A little faster. I forgot that we had the vertical speed on, so we would never catch up to it. We are very slowly catching up to the glide path. We might actually capture it somewhere around here. If not, that's fine. I'll bring it in manual. Wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that. I just prefer to have a nice approach. We are now on final, so I'll announce that.
Yankee Foxtrot India Lima traffic Cessna Charlie 821 is on final runway 23 to land.
I'm bringing her in by hand. Since it wanted to hit our... Oh Jesus, my pitch trim is really high to like 40. There we go. Definitely not the best approach. I was wondering why it was taking so much to drop my nose, and so I looked down at my my pitch trim information, and yeah, it was like, yeah, you're on 40 right now. Flaps 2, slow down. Should have come in the other way. It's whatever. Need a landing under 200 feet.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing.
I'd
Go
say
to
it
the
was like
parking
around
lot with your
120
parking brake
maybe.
on. I'll be in touch.
I wasn't paying attention.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Alright, we are going... I don't think this is legit, but... I'm going to turn as tight as I can. And back onto the runway. I have to push the plane really hard here because I accidentally pushed it into the dirt. There we go. We landed, and like I said, it was pretty smooth. I don't think we're going to lose any money for breaking the cargo on this one. That's something else that you can't really get on FSE. Every flight is like, it's a flight, and that's it. This one here, there's all the other things like the illicit cargo and careful landings and all that sort of thing. Which is definitely something I can appreciate. Like, a bit of variety is nice. And I just lost my caution bonus because I got a bit of a lag spike and lost information on my stream deck. So I missed out on a little bit of XP bonus. Do we see a ground crew? Yes, straight to my left. Or directly to my left. I'm having a hard time moving right now. Alright, that's good for me. And then the plane starts moving. I mean, the throttle was at like 50. From there, we will pull out the mixture. And we will turn off the key.
Transporter. Cargo unloading in progress. Stand by, pilot.
Right, while they are unloading, let's have a look at the neofly thing here. So I lost something. So we landed at Finley with a speed of 63 knots and a vertical speed of 148.
The cargo has been delivered. Nice work. Have a nice
So
day.
148, I said around 120, so it was only slightly heavier than
Ready for
landing
engine
than
start.
I thought. So that's good. What do we get here? Flight time of 55 minutes. That's a lot longer than I thought it was. 14 XP there, 9 XP there. The total flight time was 65 XP. And after fees, airport fees were 200 and 240. So that's 443. So we may as well say like 440. Oh. It is 440 once you take that $3 there. So we made $8,260, I think. That's pretty good. And we made a little bit of our money back too. Made a good amount of XP there as well. Total XP, what was it? 65? That was pretty good. We could check the cargo market here, or I could just try and find another flight to continue. We have a speedy flight to Hay, but there's no. That's Harden. But there's no fuel there, which is a big no-no for me. And the reason I say no to airports that don't have fuel is if I'm in a dire situation and I need fuel and I can't get it, it costs so much more to get it. I think it was like 3 times the amount. It's ridiculous. Let's zoom out here. I want to do at least one more flight, but I'm itching to get back into Elder Scrolls. Woo, where's yours? I wish. I wish. And unfortunately, all my money will come from ad revenue and subs and all that sort of stuff when that happens, whenever that happens. Alright, so it looks like this lag is ridiculous. Looks like if we want fuel at a job, it's lagging up again. What is this? Riddle, Rydell? Am I just thinking of Greece here? This is the closest airport with a job that has fuel. I could always try and get a job. Oh, there are jobs. Hang on. I didn't realize there were jobs at these ones here that had the pluses on them. YYNG. What do we got here? That's too heavy. That one there is also too heavy. 600 pounds, we're 100 pounds off, so we'd have to drop 100 pounds of cargo, of fuel, just to get these guys here. Well, that's cool. Nice to know that all the jobs that I've been seeing, like these ones here, aren't the only jobs. And that there are jobs to other places. And it's locking up again. I hate it. So this is Geraldary. 5 jobs to Geraldary. Short jobs. This is 1 passenger. This is 2. We might be able to... No, we can't get both of them on. What about the cargo? 459. 235. That one's too heavy. Alright. Well, I guess we're going to go to Geraldary. I couldn't do this one. No. How far is the flight? 19 nauticals. I can drop off some fuel for that. Especially since it has fuel there. So I need to drop off 50 pounds of fuel at least. So from 189 to 139. I'm going to drop it down to 120. It was that one there that I was going for, right? Or was it this one? Yeah, it was that one.
Transporter, you must deliver this package before the deadline. The earlier, the better. Transporter
All right.
from dispatch. Loading express packages. Please stand by.
So we are going to go to Geraldary. Flight plan. Menu. Delete the flight plan. Let's get it sorted as fast as we can. Where are we now, Finley?
Transporter. Cargo is loaded. You can
I
start your mission.
We are just going to take off to the south. So we'll be taking off runway... Wait, closest runway is 5, right? Gonna double check that. I can't because there's no numbers on the runway. But we landed 2-3, so we should... Oh wait, no, we had to back taxi. So we actually want to take off 2-3. And we are flying to YJ. YJ! And we'll land on the north runway, so 01. Like the approach, visual 01. Great. Activate. Okay, very, very short flight. Oh, might help if I actually
Foxtrot, India, Lima, traffic,
put in
Cessna,
some of the
Charlie,
fuel.
Is taxiing to runway
Everything looks good
23.
from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Get this pushback sorted. I'm not sure how long we had to deliver this, by the way. And I think I'm taking off on the wrong runway. Which one did I say? Runway 23. Oh wait, no, that's right. No, it's not. Wait, yes it is. Never mind. Ignore me. Alright, we can turn off the standby battery. How much weight are we missing? We need 728. Jesus, that's going to be heavy. So we'll do a flaps assisted takeoff. Damn it, I just lost my bonus. Because I accidentally turned off the beacon. Can we please move? I get that the plane is extremely heavy right now. So it's going to be pretty much straight out and then turn. I don't even really want to fly very high on this one. To the north.
Yankee Foxtrot, India, Lima, traffic, Cessna, Charlie, 821, taking off runway 23 departure to the north.
Right, we have 50 minutes to get there. That's 50.
Transporter, have a nice flight.
That was a really bad takeoff. We are going to Geraldary. We will be landing runway 1. Full stop landing, and we'll announce that position.
Yankee Juliet Echo Romeo, traffic Cessna Charlie 82120 miles southwest 800 feet inbound to land runway 1.
Alright, there's our autopilot on. So we have 50 minutes, but it's going to be like a 10-minute flight. How do you feel about that? Oops, I just realized that I had neofly on because was not told, so my bad. I was so enthralled in trying to get up in the air quickly that I totally didn't realize. I'm very sorry. Hey, this town here is about as big as the town where I grew up as a kid. I couldn't imagine living in a town like this. Actually, maybe I could. But the problem is it's so far away from everything out here. Alright, let's pull out the mixture. Get that fuel flow per gallon, per hour down. Nice. That's what Amazon is for. Yeah, but if they're delivering Amazon out here, you'd get deliveries like once a week. I mean, most of your mail will probably come in on the plane. It literally is in the middle of nowhere. There's Melbourne, and Sydney is somewhere just over here. Pay Express. It would be nice to be out there. I'm going to munch on a chip real quick. Alright, so we've already got the glide path ready to be captured. I'm gonna say, is there like a really ridiculous headwind or something right now? Probably because my RPM wasn't very good. But I'm bobbing. Could also be because I'm very close to the ground and I'm noticing it a lot more. So we are 4 minutes away from our straight in. There's someone somewhere up above us. Might actually be that one there. Being so high above us. I think we're at like 10,000 feet-ish. Now they are gone. So our top of descent is right next to the final because we are flying so low. There's probably restrictions against flying this low in the real world. However, we don't really have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about anything, just going in straight in. So our airfield fees here are going to be $203. But we're going to make roughly 5,000 off of this, and because we're not flying for very long, the aircraft rental fees will also be pretty low. Alright, coming up to our straight in. 1.5 minutes. Like I said, this is a very short flight. Kind of glad it's there. I mean, so we might actually get a good amount of experience of this too. Still not seeing the glide path moving in either. Cruising at a very steady rate, and then it started moving. I'll tell you what, these G1000 panels are a lot nicer than the other G1000 panels that you can get. These ones here are add-on ones for free from the marketplace, and I prefer them these days over the other ones. I think you can make them look more like the other one, but I like these ones. Alright, we'll announce our position as we're coming into the straight on.
Yankee Juliet Echo Romeo, traffic Cessna Charlie 8216 miles southwest, 1,300 feet inbound to land runway 1.
The glide path has started to come downwards as well, meaning we are about to capture it. So I'm going to get that sorted and take out some of the throttle instead. Made barely any difference to our speed. We're still roughly 100 knots indicated. Make sure our trim isn't ridiculous this time. It is sitting around 6 and 7 out of 100. Alright, as we are coming up to the glide path, let's turn on the approach mode. That means that when we hit the glide path here, we will then start to descend along with it. Our top of descent is literally 10 seconds before final. So it'll be capture the glide slope, announce that we're on the final. There's our runway right in front of us. This blurry mess right here. I think we'll want to land pretty early so we can come off the runway here if what I saw is like correct enough. And we are now on final.
Yankee Juliet Echo Romeo, traffic Cessna Charlie 821 is on final runway 1 to land.
Give it a stage of flaps. We're going to start trying to decelerate as much as we can. Well, not as much as we can, but I think using SimConnect, going back to Flight Sim Economy, using SimConnect, you can buy a G1000 aircraft. But if it doesn't have the autopilot or anything in that, you can't use those features. Alright, I'm disconnecting the autopilot. I'm setting the trim. I'm going to go a second stage of flaps. We're a little below the glide path at the moment too. God, this terrain stuff is bad. Give her a bit of speed so that we don't drop too much. And we'll just let it float. Heavy.
That wasn't the softest landing I've seen.
I'm gonna say like 190 maybe.
Contact ground for your parking assignment, then shut down.
Although I'm not going to be surprised if that's over 200. It felt pretty heavy. There's our taxiway alpha. And there were 2 runways here. Wait, did I say 2 taxiways? I meant... Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna turn on the taxi markers.
Yankee Juliet Echo Romeo, traffic Cessna Charlie 821 is clear of the runway.
I like the outside view, but I prefer how quiet it is on the inside. I think I might have to go back and look at how my overlay is set up too. There's something about it that is causing some lag. I don't know what it is, but I need to figure it out. It also could just be the fact that I'm streaming that it's causing lag. Okay, I do not see any ground crew. Oh, they're all the way over there. Weird that it's all the way out here and not somewhere else. I'd say that's a pretty good place to park. I'm maybe a little bit too far back, but that's not really going to matter too much. Pull out the mixture. Turn off the key. I don't know if that's meant to be around the other way or not, but I really should look up a shutdown procedure. Neofly, please.
Stand by, pilot. Cargo unloading.
Okay, while we're here, let's have a look at neofly. Our flight time was 18 minutes. We got the stress respect bonus, the payload realism bonus. I think I lost the beacon bonus. Safety bonus. Total flight reward was 25 XP. And we only spent roughly
Aircrew, be
$300.
advised, the express cargo has been unloaded. Hopefully, we'll just meet the deadline. Have a great day.
So we got roughly 4,700 XP.
Let's get out of here.
XP for deadline cargo. We also got 20 XP there as well. So is that like 45 XP? We're still 500 XP away from our first officer rank. I'm also going to back up. There we go. That if we lost everything again, that's not going to matter too much. Well, it's been about 2 hours, but I will be live again tomorrow. I just want to really get back into Elder Scrolls Online. But we will be back in tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do Flight Sim Economy or Neofly, but we'll see how it all goes. And maybe we'll look at purchasing an aircraft, seeing if we can move it to Australia and all of that sort of stuff. Since I'll just have to do a bit of research on FSC again to see how it all works. Yeah, thanks everyone so much for watching. If you've liked this stream, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you. Thank you. I will see you again sometime tomorrow, I guess. Till then, take care. Ciao.